Self-soothing is essentially a made-up term. It was coined in the 1970s by sleep researchers who were observing the ways that children fall asleep unaided. And essentially what a lot of people in the mainstream feel self-soothing is when a baby is able to fall asleep without parental assistance. However, this isn't really what self-soothing is. Self-soothing is actually the layman's term for something called self-regulation, which is the ability that adults have to regulate our stress response. So if we're feeling stressed, if we're feeling upset, if we're feeling overwhelmed, we're able to use a variety of higher order thinking skills in order to get ourselves calm again. So we might problem solve, we might be logical, we might call a friend, we might do some deep breaths, we might go outside in nature. And these things will regulate our stress response and help us to calm down and feel more peaceful again. Now, babies can't do any of these things because they rely on a fully functional higher brain. And babies' brains are not fully developed until about the age of 25 years. So it's not realistic to think that infants possess the same self-soothing skills as adults. Usually, when babies fall asleep, when they are calm and they've had all their needs met, this is often referred to as self-soothing, but actually, if you think about it, they haven't had to soothe themselves from a state of stress if they went to sleep calmly. So what we're aiming for with gentle sleep coaching is for a baby to be calm and settled so that they fall asleep peacefully without undergoing anything stressful. If a baby has to cry in order to fall asleep, then technically this isn't self-soothing because they lack the skills to be able to remove the cortisol that accumulates in their brain, and particularly the hippocampus in the brain. So they will fall asleep and they will give up the crying response, but actually studies indicate that the stress levels in the brain remain high even during sleep, indicating that the baby hasn't self-regulated at all. They've just stopped the way they respond to stress.